health, mind, body, spirit. Hello, you are watching an interesting video on organizing your mornings better. You can avoid that manic feeling. Please read this disclaimer carefully. Tame the morning craziness. When it's time for kids to go back to school, the morning rush can get pretty chaotic. Breakfast, backpacks, lunchboxes, briefcases, homework, it's a wonder that you make it out the door. Need to put on the brakes? By organizing your mornings better, you can avoid that manic feeling and make the morning rush, well, a little less of a rush for school kids and parents alike. Help school kids organize their backpacks. If your child keeps her backpack messy and disorderly, this can make the morning rush even worse. Establish a weekly binder, backpack maintenance night. Start this right when your child heads back to school. Carve out 20 minutes one evening. Dinner often works well, to assist your child with cleaning out and organizing her backpack and binder. By establishing weekly sessions, you'll be sure to prevent manic mornings spent looking for papers, and, furthermore, you'll maintain neatness throughout the school. Set the breakfast table the night before. This is a simple way to avoid the usual morning rush with your school kids, especially when they go back to school. After cleaning up from dinner, get the kitchen ready for the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Put the bowls, spoons, and cereal on the table and make the fruit salad in advance. Create a launching pad. A big part of the back-to-school morning rush has to do with kids scrambling to get their essentials together and still have time for breakfast. To avoid manic mornings, establish a launching pad, equipped with all their things, backpack, lunchbox, library books, etc. Your launching pad can be a box, large basket, or any container big enough to hold your child's school items. It should be placed in a well-traveled area, preferably near the door the child exits and enters going to and from school. Do homework with your kids. Use your kids' homework time the night before to get your own paperwork accomplished and organized, rather than putting it off until the morning rush. Do your homework when your child does theirs. Sign permission slips and review important school papers in advance to avoid any morning madness. Have your briefcase loaded and by the door, then you'll be able to enjoy breakfast in the morning, too. Get a good night's sleep. Sleep is critical to avoid a frantic morning rush, not only for you, but also for school kids. So set a strict bedtime for members of the family, and stick to it. The importance of a good night of sleep can't be emphasized too much. Tired children are often uncooperative with the morning routine and not at their best for school learning, both academic and social. This is a balancing act of sorts because you want to wake up your kids in the morning with enough time that they can eat breakfast and won't have to rush, but you also want to make sure they get enough sleep. This often means an early. Keep your wits about you. It's easy to get stressed out and snap in the morning, but that will only make the morning rush more stressful for you and your family. Talk softly and kindly. Refrain from barking orders and using a loud voice to motivate school kids to get out the door. It doesn't work, not without hurt feelings and starting the day off on the wrong foot. Breakfast should be a tranquil time in an otherwise busy. Fill in a family calendar. A family calendar can be a good idea to keep you and your school kids organized and on time, especially when they go back to school. A family calendar can help you if your children have many after-school activities, birthday parties, and play dates. Use a different color for each child, and make sure to check the calendar every morning. This also helps some families realize when they are overscheduled and need to cut back on some activity. Don't stress about yourself. Some parents feel the pressure to have themselves completely ready before their school kids get up, to better face the morning rush. It's a good goal, but it's not a huge deal if it's not met. My recommendation is to have yourself mostly ready by the time you get your kids up. If you have a few small things to do to ready yourself, like respond to an email or grab lunches out of the refrigerator, that's okay. Kids need some space to complete their tasks independently, and hovering over them during the entire morning routine will not assist in their learning to do these things with independence. Thank you. Keep watching more interesting and informative videos.